Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm just going to take you out for a bit of a walk because we are testing some equipment because it's tankfest at the end of the month and I intend to go for a couple of days just to get a load of footage for you guys. So I don't want to go to a big event like that, spend a couple of days doing stuff for you and then get home and that's all crap. So yeah, less of my ugly mug and more plants and stuff and see how the footage comes out. Because YouTube's been a bit of an arse. I found out a few things lately, such as if you upload your stuff in 1080p, it cripples the footage sometimes. I always thought my stuff looked a bit worse when I uploaded it. But with the GoPro footage, I mean, that was just awful. When I uploaded that, it looked terrible. So what I had to do is upscale it. So I'm going to do the same with this, record it in 1080p, and then I'm going to upscale it when I render the footage, see how it comes out. So this is all just a big test, basically. So anyway, enjoy some random footage. So for those of you that are actually interested, what we're basically running here is a Sony ZV-1, which has had a wide angle adapter fitted to it. That's got a filter on the front of it because it struggles in outside lighting quite a lot, just because it's too bright. And that's fitted to a little gimbal. So hopefully this is lovely stable footage. And it lets me move it up and down like so. And it shouldn't be jittery or anything. The actual stabilisation of the camera is turned off. You just don't need it when it's on the gimbal, or at least you shouldn't. And it also lets me, if I stop still here, I can pan the camera up and down remotely on the gimbal. So it's a handy little thing. So this is what I've set up for taking to fancy places like Bovington when you want to get some good footage. And yeah, I just thought I'd test it out because this equipment took me a while to get together. And I know that's not what you guys come here for, camera stuff, but you know, might as well share how I'm doing it. Some of you guys might want to start doing videos and stuff. So this is just a nice little test. Because I'm not a very smooth walker or anything, so if this isn't working well, then you'll soon know about it. Some people go around with just a selfie stick and they're alright. I can't do that, I'm just not stable enough. So we'll see how this comes out. I also want to see how badly upscaling it cripples the footage, if it cripples it at all. Hopefully it won't. It's a pretty dull day out here today, but I have, when I've tried to get you some quick footage at events before, I've noticed that I really struggle in high light with this camera, so that's why I bought the filters and everything. So hopefully that can still get you some images that are actually worth looking at rather than everything just being a bright mess without the aperture being cranked up so high that everything's just a blur. But yeah, been an odd experience learning the camera stuff as doing the YouTube, and I'm quite enjoying it. But there's only so much you can do on a little camera like this. That's really not, that punches way above its weight, but that's really not super fancy. Like I really like to film at 50 frames a second because I like to get this really nice smooth like look to the footage. And this camera, if I want to do 4K, can only do 25 frames a second, and you notice the juttering. Well, most of you watching it on a phone probably wouldn't notice the juttering, but I certainly do, and I don't like it. So at some point in the future, we'll have to do an upgrade. That's got a nice macro lens on it, so you can get some stuff like that. So yeah. Oh, there's a vehicle coming, so we actually get to test some motion. That'd be decent. Not quite a tank, but that'll do for a test. Just quick test the pan and feature on the gimbal. That's as quick as that can go. And then in the reverse, you can, if you're careful, slow it down. That's a really sensitive thumb, well, joystick I suppose it is. So it's going to take some getting used to. I had this thing for ages, I just never used it really because that's such an arse to mount the camera to it. You have to piss about and rebalance everything all the time, and that's the worst part of it. But I found a company that makes a adapter with a quick release plate on it. So now my camera that sets up in the studio, all of the mounts have the same quick release plate on them now, including the gimbal. So I can just whack it out of the tripod or whack it out of the articulated arm or whatever, smack it into the gimbal. That's already set up for it to be in the same location. So now I'll actually start using this. And hopefully it means I can get you some better stuff when I'm out and about, rather than me walking around with the active stabilisation on, which crops in like hell and it's just crap. And this is a much wider, nicer looking angle for you. This place is normally teeming with animals, and when you want it, there's nothing about. There's normally horses and loads of dogs and rabbits and pigs and all sorts of stuff dotted around this place. Then when you actually want to test the camera, nothing's out and about. Also, this is the wireless microphone, but without the lavalier mic plugged into it. So it's just the wireless microphones. Hopefully the quality's alright on it. Should be okay. There's a bit of a breeze going on, so that should test that as well. Hopefully we're all good. So you can see why I've come out to do this, so that I can now put up this little video, have a little babble on about some crap, camera crap and other crap, and then see how it comes out. There you go, we've got a lorry coming, that's a bit more tank sized. Let's see how it deals with this. I have actually considered starting a different channel just to do little camera stuff on, because I didn't expect to enjoy the camera side of this as much as I do. But I don't think that's really worth it. But I may start dumping random unrelated stuff on this channel every so often, put it in its own playlist, you know, so I can run on about equipment and stuff that I buy, so everyone would know that that's not, you know, necessarily going to be living history related, but would we be there have a stroke, but it would be related to actually how I do the videos for you and just show bits of equipment I use and stuff like that. So if you think that'd be relevant, you know, just say on the comment section. If not, if you think I should do that on a separate little channel, then that's an option as well, and just let me know what you think. Just imagine that's a line of tanks or something, guys. That's all we're doing. Testing the jumpiness and the blurriness of everything whilst I'm moving. Because I found out it's actually a lot harder to do stuff like this than you'd think. So here I'm just kind of holding the gimbal sort of horizontally along the side of me, just to see what we get. Again, just testing the jumpiness and everything. Annoyingly, the wireless microphone wants to hit one of the bits of the gimbal, so I can't lower it any further. Ah, horse. What we got over here? Come and give us some of that delicious wildlife footage, horsey. Ah, a veritable feast of action. I think that's enough of that. So I think this will just about be enough for this test. I apologise for the veritable feast of boredom that's probably struck all of you, but it's important I did this so I can get this all sorted out before Tankfest. So spin you around. Thanks for watching the video. Please do comment on the quality and stuff of the footage, because that's what this is all about, this test. I need to get feedback so I know what I'm doing is either better or worse, alright? So thanks a lot, and I'll see you soon.